Hello everyone, on this continuation of Irregulars, I made this chart here before I made the video due to a time limit here. So before we talked about, what did we talk about before? We talked about the Irregulars with, what were they? The he, she, Irregular with he, she, okay? And we also talked about the not only the irregular for he she form. We also talked about the imperfect. Okay, and essentially with the imperfect, what you're going to do, is add an si, and of course, depending on what personal pronoun you want to use, you have to end it with you'll have to end it with that letter, except for the he she, which is irregular. Now today we're going to talk more about imperfects. Okay. And these imperfects here, the I imperfect, these are irregulars, more irregulars. Okay. Now I told you before, essentially you're going to end the word with si for the imperfect, right? But with these with the I verbs, what's going to happen is they're going to be 15 verbs. And I've listed the 15 verbs here. Okay, so at the end of the 15 verbs, what you're going to do is you're going to add an I instead of si. It's I this time. Okay, so this is irregular. So I will be spending this whole week working on this stuff here, trying to master this before I move on to the next grammatical point. Okay, so I've listed here these 15 verbs you would have to memorize. You have to remember that these will end in an I in an imperfect form. Okay, so these are the 15 verbs, and let's see here, including this one, olema, to be. So that's a total of 15 there. Okay, and I will show you some examples here how you would end those with the I. So as before, I had ma for I, ma olen, olen is I am, sa oled, you are, singular sa, ta on, he or she is, me oleme, we are, te olete, you all are, plural, and nad on, they are. Okay, so and these here are just negative. If you want to negate these words here, if you want to say I'm not, you just say a ole, and this is pretty cool because it's the same with all the forms. It won't change. So it will be ma ole, sa, or ma e ole, sa e ole, ta e ole. It's all the same for these ones here. Okay. What else? What else? Okay. Okay. So these are just negating these here. Okay. All right. So you want to, okay, so ma olen, we want to change this to I wasn't, right? Because we're doing imperfect. So if you say I wasn't, it will be, this olen here will turn into olin. It will be olin. So you have olin, you have olid, ta-on will be oli, oleme will be olime, olete will be olite, and then not will be, what was not? Oli, olid, olid. Okay, and these are the imperfects for that. So it won't be old scene, old seed. So these are this olen is one of the words, one of the verbs here that will end with the I. It's one of the exceptional, one of the irregulars. Okay, and the same thing will happen with these other words here. Now there may be some slight changes, but it still follows this rule here. Perhaps not in this video, but maybe another video. I'll make another chart. I'll probably make a chart with maybe 3 words each, just to show you guys if there are some slight changes so you get used to it. So this is essentially for the irregular. There are 15 irregular verbs, okay? 15 irregular verbs, and they're going to be in this I imperfect, okay? So no SI this time with these verbs. So there's a lot to remember. A lot to remember. It's like Russian. It's like similar like Russian. You have to remember all these rules here. Yeah. Okay, and this A old nude is this one will be this, like I said, this one will be the same with all of these here. Now what's the difference? This one is just saying wasn't. It's just negating that. So A old nude. A old nude. A old nude. Okay? So that's the cool thing about this. When it's in the negative, you don't have to worry about any changes. They'll all be the same. Okay? So how much time do I have? I'll have quite. Yeah, I actually wanted to make, there were some other words. There were some words that take double consonants. I wasn't sure if I would have enough time to throw those in here in this video. Perhaps I'll wait till next time to put those up because I don't want to run out of time. But anyway, these here, these are your more imperfects, but the irregular forms. Okay, so this will be irregular for all 15. All 15 words will be irregular. All 15 of these verbs here are irregular. Okay, and they call them the I imperfect. The I imperfect. All right. So let's see, anything else here? That's pretty much it. So you have your 15 verbs. The I imperfect verbs, irregular. I'll mark, maybe I should write irregular here. Just alright. So 15 irregular forms, regular verbs. And the best way to memorize these is just make example sentences. That's the best way. That's what I would do. Make some example sentences. Just, you know, make a few simple sentences and, you know, just use those. Practice those a bit until you get used to them. So those are the 15 verbs, and that will conclude this video. I think I'm going to make a second part, but the second part is going to be about those consonants I talked about. Those double consonants. You have, I think there were like six words. They were like exceptional words. They take double consonant in the imperfect. Okay. I'll just go ahead and make a second part. All right. Thanks for viewing the video.